All right, so when you work, you deal with clients, you deal with business partners, you hear a million different ways on how to be a great leader. But and they're probably true. But what we're talking about right now, what I'm going to talk to you about today, it's how to create that chemistry in the workplace. And the first thing you got to do is go ahead and focus on the fundamentals and think about in your head, what is that great leader in your mind? Somebody who's influential, somebody who really inspires you to go above and beyond, right? So that person is definitely not this person right here, right? This is not somebody, I think Kevin talked about him earlier. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who really inspires you. So let me give you a metaphor. So let's say that your organization is a building, right? Your team is housed right at the bottom of that building. When your team looks out that window, they see right across the street. You as the leader, you're at the very top of the building and you are able to see above the street, all the way above all the other buildings, all the way into the horizon, right? So you can see the horizon. The team on the first floor cannot see that horizon. Your job as a leader is to make sure you motivate the team at the bottom floor to follow you to that horizon, although they themselves cannot see it. Folks, that is how you do it. But the first thing you need to do, you need to have some people skills, right? You need to be able to inspire people, not put them down, but inspire them. I mean, you can yell at them, but then you're leading by fear and not by influence. Another thing you're going to need a backbone. You're going to need to have that backbone and have those cojones to have that conversation you need to have. Yeah, that's right, I said it. You need to have that conversation to propel your organization forward. But the one thing that really people need to do is listening. Folks, too many times we listen to respond and we don't listen to comprehend, don't listen to understand. It's like the long lost art. You'd be surprised how many times you can get ahead with any type of an organization if you just listen. You got to empower your employees. Empower them. You'd be surprised how long or how far that'll take you. If you empower your employees and you make them feel like they're part of that machine, so valuable that they can understand how the goal actually hits the bottom line, and you make them feel like Superman and find their passion. You have to find their passion. But if you don't find their passion, you can help them there. They want to leave, let them go. Let them go. Help them find that passion somewhere else together. If not, you're going to have a hostage situation. If you have a hostage situation, that is not detrimental to an organization, but it doesn't help your team propel forward. It doesn't. But you have to partner with those employees and help them connect with whatever their passion is. And now we're going to talk about those 5 chemistries that I was telling you about. On how to create that chemistry in the workplace. So, I mean, that's Doc Brown. I love Back to the Future, but it really is no science to it. There really isn't. The first thing you got to do, you got to hire people who think differently than you. Folks, could you imagine if you hire 20 people who think, talk, lead, listen the same way as you do? You're going to have one issue being tackled by 20 different people the same way. It's inefficient. Train people to seek to understand what they don't. Tell people that, or train people, show them not what to think, but how to think. Now tell them not to be afraid to make those mistakes and not to be afraid to find those answers. Connect with your employees, folks. Connect with them. Get to know them as Mike, Maria, not employee ID numbers. Go out and talk to them. Don't sexually harass them, Leslie. Don't do that, all right? Don't sexually harass them, but connect with those employees. You'll be so surprised how far that'll get you. Don't micromanage. Folks, if you hire somebody, that means you have a talent that you need, that you're willing to pay for. Bring those people on board and have them do their job, have the right people in the right seats, and get the hell out of the way. Let them do their job, and you have to be able to trust those employees. Folks, too many times, actually, nothing will sink a ship faster when the crew does not trust their captain. But if you don't have that trust out there, that is the easiest thing to destroy and even harder to rebuild. But if you take all those things and you mesh it up, you shake it around, and you go ahead and let it fly out, you go ahead and you empower, you trust, and you listen to your employees, folks, eventually they're going to end up flying up on their own. Once they fly out on their own, they're going to be able to lead their own teams. And if they lead their own teams, they're going to train the other people exactly how you train them. So I'll leave you with this one thought. If you think you can go ahead and lead a team and have people follow you and you don't employ these steps, and you think people are following you leading that team, guess what? Nobody's following you. If that's the case, you're just merely taking a walk. Thank you very much, folks. You guys have a good one. All right.